Few foods capture the essence of casual gatherings and festive occasions, quite like chili nachos. Born from a delightful fusion of Mexican and Tex-Mex culinary traditions, chili nachos are more than just a snack. They are an experience, a canvas of flavors and textures that ignite the senses and bring people together. Whether you're hosting a game night, planning a family movie marathon, or simply craving a hearty, satisfying treat, chili nachos stand ready to deliver comfort and excitement in every bite. The story of nachos begins in Mexico, in the small border town of Piedras Negras in the 1940s. As legend has it, a group of hungry guests arrived after closing time at the Victory Club, and the chef, Ignacio Nacho Anaya, improvised with what he had on hand: tortilla chips, cheese, and jalapeños. The result was an instant hit, and nachos soon crossed borders and boundaries, evolving into countless variations. Over the years, creative cooks added layers of beans, meats, salsas, and, of course, chili, transforming the humble nacho into a hearty, flavor-packed meal. At the heart of chili nachos lies the chili itself, a robust, slow-simmered stew of ground beef or turkey, tomatoes, beans, onions, and an aromatic blend of spices. Each spoonful of chili brings a deep, savory complexity, with a gentle heat that lingers pleasantly on the palate. The chili provides the foundation, infusing the nachos with richness and warmth. Whether you opt for a meaty chili con carne, a smoky vegetarian bean chili, or a spicy vegan version, the choice of chili sets the tone for the entire dish. But nachos are nothing without their base: crisp, golden tortilla chips. These are no mere vessels. They are the backbone of the dish, providing crunch and contrast. A good tortilla chip is sturdy enough to hold generous toppings, yet light enough to shatter satisfyingly with each bite. Made from stone-ground corn and lightly salted, they offer a subtle, earthy flavor that pairs perfectly with the boldness of chili. The assembly of chili nachos is both an art and a science. Begin by laying out a generous layer of tortilla chips, ensuring even coverage and minimal overlap. This is your canvas, and every chip deserves its share of toppings. Next comes the chili, spooned carefully, so each chip receives a bit of that luscious, saucy goodness. The chili should be thick enough to cling, but not so soupy that it renders the chips soggy. The goal is balance, enough chili to flavor the nachos, but not so much that it overwhelms. Once the chili is in place, it's time for cheese. Here, tradition and personal preference collide. Some swear by sharp cheddar, others prefer Monterey Jack, pepper jack, or a blend. The cheese should melt easily, forming golden, bubbly pockets of richness that stretch with each pull. Sprinkle generously, then place the nachos under a broiler or in a hot oven, just until the cheese is molten and irresistible. But the magic of chili nachos doesn't stop there. The true beauty lies in the toppings, the bright, fresh, and zesty accents that transform each bite. Diced tomatoes, sliced jalapeños, chopped scallions, and fresh cilantro add color and vibrancy. Dollops of sour cream or Greek yogurt bring a cool, creamy contrast. A spoonful of guacamole or avocado slices introduces buttery richness, while a squeeze of lime sharpens and lifts the flavors. For a smoky kick, scatter a few pickled jalapeños or a drizzle of chipotle hot sauce. The possibilities are endless, limited only by your imagination and appetite. The first bite of chili nachos is a revelation. The crunch of the chip, the deep savoriness of the chili, the gooey pull of melted cheese, and the burst of freshness from the toppings. Each mouthful offers a new combination: a chip laden with extra chili, a pocket of melted cheese, a cool hit of sour cream, a zesty pop of jalapeno. It's a symphony of textures and tastes, where no two bites are exactly alike. Chili nachos are meant for sharing. They arrive at the table in a communal platter, inviting everyone to dig in. There's a sense of camaraderie in reaching for that perfect chip, in scooping up a particularly loaded bite. The dish encourages conversation, laughter, and the casual rhythm of gathering and enjoying. It's food as connection, a reminder that the best meals are often those we share with others. Beyond their irresistible flavor, chili nachos are endlessly adaptable. They can be tailored to suit any palate or dietary need, For a vegetarian version, swap the meat for black beans, pinto beans, or lentils, and amp up the spices for depth and complexity. Vegan nachos are easily achieved with plant-based chili and a sprinkle of dairy-free cheese, finished with all the fresh toppings you desire. For a lighter take, use baked tortilla chips and load up on veggies. If you crave extra heat, add more jalapeños or a dash of hot sauce. If you prefer milder flavors, use a gentle chili and balance with plenty of cooling toppings. Chili nachos also serve as a perfect vehicle for leftovers. Last night's chili transforms into today's lunch or snack, revitalized by the contrasting textures of chips and the freshness of new toppings. It's a smart, resourceful way to minimize waste and maximize enjoyment. Whether you make chili from scratch or use a favorite store-bought variety, nachos offer a quick and satisfying solution. In addition to their role as a party favorite, chili nachos have earned a place in the pantheon of comfort foods. There's something profoundly satisfying about gathering around a warm platter on a cold evening, savoring the bold flavors and hearty textures. The dish evokes memories of family gatherings, impromptu celebrations, and simple moments of indulgence. Chili nachos are unpretentious, approachable, and universally appealing, proof that great food doesn't have to be complicated. For those who love to experiment, chili nachos provide a blank slate for creativity. Try adding roasted corn, sautéed peppers, or caramelized onions for sweetness and depth. Sprinkle with crumbled bacon or a chorizo for a smoky edge. Introduce international flair with a sprinkle of cotija cheese, a dollop of Greek tzatziki, or a handful of pickled red onions. The combination of flavors and textures is limited only by your curiosity and willingness to explore. If you're looking to elevate your chili nachos, consider making your own tortilla chips. Cut fresh corn tortillas into wedges, lightly brush with oil, sprinkle with salt, and bake or fry until crisp. The result is a chip that's extra crunchy and deeply flavorful, a worthy foundation for your masterpiece. Likewise, homemade chili allows you to control every aspect of flavor, from the level of spice to the choice of beans and aromatics. The process of simmering a pot of chili, stirring and tasting as the flavors meld, is as rewarding as the final dish itself. Of course, the beauty of chili nachos is their accessibility. Even on the busiest day, you can assemble a satisfying plate in minutes, using store-bought chips and canned chili, topped with whatever fresh ingredients you have on hand. The result is always greater than the sum of its parts, a vibrant, crave-worthy dish that brings joy with every bite. In the end, chili nachos are more than just a food. They are a celebration of generosity, creativity, and togetherness. They remind us that the simplest ingredients, combined with care and imagination, can yield something truly extraordinary. Whether enjoyed as a snack, a meal, or a party centerpiece, chili nachos invite us to gather, to share, and to savor life's flavorful moments, one chip at a time.